Imagine an empire so vast, it controlled over 60 million people, from the misty hills of Britain to the golden sands of Egypt. It built roads, aqueducts, armies, and laws that shaped our world. But by 476 AD, it was gone. Why did the mighty Roman Empire fall? The real answer isn't just one invasion, one emperor, or one battle. Rome collapsed like a building riddled with cracks from the inside out. And today, those cracks offer a mirror to our modern world. Let's uncover the hidden story behind the fall of Rome by the 3rd century.
I am commander of the Northern Army. Continue the punishment. I will not permit this.
Withdraw, Commodus.
I cannot. Nor can I. Then let the gods decide.
Rome plunged into a period known as the crisis of the 3rd century. In just 50 years, over 20 emperors rose and fell, most assassinated or overthrown. Generals marched on Rome not to defend her, but to claim power. Politics became civil war. The Senate lost all real authority. Leadership turned into survival. Can any civilization survive when leadership becomes a blood sport? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Rome's economy began to rot from within. The military consumed vast amounts of money, yet wars brought fewer spoils. To pay for soldiers, emperors debased the currency, less silver and coins. More inflation. Prices skyrocketed. The value of money collapsed. Small farmers abandoned land. The rich got richer. The poor got desperate. Have you ever seen inflation eat away at everyday life? If so, drop your story in the comments. Rome's legions were once unbeatable, but by the late empire, loyalty faded. Roman citizens didn't want to enlist. So, emperors hired foreign mercenaries. They came from Germanic tribes, steppe nomads, some loyal, many not. When battles grew tough, they fled. Others turned against. Rome entirely. Can an empire stand when its own defenders have no allegiance? Let us know what you think below. The barbarians weren't always enemies. Many, like the Visigoths, were allies offered lands in exchange for peace. But Rome broke its promises. Food deliveries delayed, payments withheld. Leaders insulted. So in 410 AD, the Visigoths sacked Rome, not because they were savages, but because Rome betrayed them. And in 455, the Vandals did the same. What's more dangerous, outside threats or broken trust from within? Civic pride faded. People identified more with their local region than with the empire. The sense of duty, once core to Roman citizenship, was gone. Add to that internal religious conflict. Pagan versus Christian. Orthodox versus heretic. Fights over belief toward society. Apart. What do you think holds a society together? Shared faith or shared values? Rome had stretched itself across 3 continents. Too fast. It took weeks, sometimes months, for messages to travel from frontier to capital. Emperor Diocletian divided the empire in 285 AD into eastern and western halves. While that bought time, it also divided resources, leadership, and identity. Beyond politics and economy, nature played its part. Climate changes in the 3rd to 5th centuries cooled the Mediterranean. Crops failed, famines hit, and then came the plagues. The plague of Cyprian, and later the plague of Justinian, killed millions, wiping out armies, reducing trade, and bringing fear and death across cities. How would a society survive when both its body and spirit are under siege? Now consider this. While the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD, the eastern half, the Byzantine Empire, survived for another 1,000 years. Why? Constantinople was easier to defend. Its economy remained stronger. Trade routes in the east were more stable. The government adapted better. They reformed the tax system, stabilized the army, and invested in infrastructure. In short, they evolved. The fall of the West wasn't just a Roman problem. It was a failure to adapt. So what can we learn today? Rome didn't fall in a single battle. It fell over centuries. And not just from invasions, but from within: corruption, inflation, broken loyalty, cultural division, overextension, failure to adapt. Sound familiar? Strong institutions matter. So does honest leadership. Wealth, inequality, and civic apathy? Dangerous. Buying loyalty with money? Unreliable. Ignoring environmental and health crises? A recipe for collapse. Which of these lessons feels most urgent for today's world? Let's talk about it in the comments. The Roman Empire didn't vanish. If you found this journey eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into forgotten empires, strange events, and untold truths. And tell me in the comments, which of Rome's mistakes do you think we are repeating today?